Well, I found my own little personal no stopping sign, and I figured if they tow somebody, they will tow this guy first. So basically it's a turn. Remember how I was worried where I'm gonna park, and then I see these guys over here. You know, those guys over there, they just parked right in the lane, flashing lights. I went over to those trucks. I thought maybe, you know, just ask them what time does the terminal open, because I'm thinking flashing lights, so maybe somebody is just in the seat, you know. No, nobody in the seat. The curtains are drawn, so they are sleeping. And then on the other side, like about 100 meters away from them, there's two more trucks that just parked on the other side. You know, so at least I'm a little bit off, because you see this, like there's that marked area, right? No parking. But the guy just dropped his chassis for the container, and so I squeezed in tight towards the sidewalk, and I think I'm good. So I grabbed the last available space, and so actually I went for a walk. It's technically sleepwalking, because for all intents and purposes I'm sleeping right now. Drivers will understand this joke, but I'm sleeping. So I'm sleeping and I'm walking, and I went because I know that, I'm telling you, I spent so much time studying the street maps. I mean street, you know, street view on Google, right? And I know this street. I was just trying to find where the actual terminal starts, because it's all, you know, the water is right there, and it's all like big area. Here is some warehousing, but there's definitely here there's no residential houses, maybe further down, but such a narrow street, right? And the entrance is just as I thought. It's on the corner, like of this block. Next block, and it's very tight, and the turn, it's not even 90 degrees, it's like this, you know. So I would have to go like this, probably lift my my last axle, because I'm not sure how I'm gonna make that turn. That would be the last obstacle. But the guy was, the gate is open. I see trucks leaving, you know, but one guy, it was just a garbage truck. Okay, but then I saw a tanker truck leaving. So I'm thinking, wait a second, can it be that these guys are open, you know? And then I see, so I decided to walk in the gate there, and it says twig card required, which reminded me, oh no, it's in my wallet. And some SUV is coming towards me, and I didn't want to scare the guy, but that's why I put the vest, you know, to look a bit more official. And I waved to the guy in the car, so he was leaving the terminal. I said, are they open? And he says, yeah, they open. I'm like, what? He says, yeah, go to the, he says, there's somebody in the security shack over there. So I walked over there, and nobody was shooting at me. Very peaceful, you know, Brooklyn morning. And there's a girl in a vest like this, and her door is open because it's very warm outside. It's probably plus 10, 50 F. And I said, you guys open? She says, oh, yeah. I said, I have a delivery, I have a machine. And some cop pulled up, so she went to check the trunk, you know, like how they check the car in case the guy is bringing something illegal, because I guess it's considered a customs zone, right? Because you see, this thing goes in bond, right? And so I ask her, she says, she comes back, she says, so it's you're delivering a container with a machine? I said, no, it's a machine on my trailer, but it has wheels. So because I knew what she was thinking, but I said, yeah, I don't need anybody, I can unload it myself, which would be the topic of this next segment, unloading the machine. Unfortunately, my GoPro 8 died, so now we're recording with GoPro 9. See lots of people jogging. When I was walking to the port, I saw 2 guys jogging towards a heart attack. Now I just saw another guy in shorts. A guy is wearing shorts. But yeah, it is warm outside. Like I have a coat, like a light coat, and I have a sweater over a t-shirt, and it feels warm. Like I definitely, when I'm unloading, I definitely gonna take this off, just maybe leave the vest. See, like these vests, they don't last very long. They get dirty, or maybe I'll throw it in the washer at my favorite soap bin. Wash and fold. I like that slogan. They have a sign outside the door. Wash and fold. So you just drop off your laundry, and depending on how much you have, it's anywhere between 16 bucks and 30 bucks. 30, it was only one time when I had really a full, you know, container of dirty clothes when I came from Western Canada. So I think I'm gonna do this. My coat, my jacket, I used it once. I had it washed, used it once when I was loading this machine, and because of all that dirt, that one is done. And the pants, my winter pants I used, are all covered in mud, so I have to wash them again. So anyway, so now we are sleeping and we're waiting for the port to open, and I need to sleep for 2 hours, otherwise I won't have any hours on my log, just to even to get to the port, you know, like 200 meters. So everything is by the book, very important. Now in other news, I forgot to mention, the consulate of Russia came to life, and it always takes them 2 to 3 weeks to answer an email. I never understand this. Why is it so difficult to answer an email? Like I answer all my emails like within maybe half an hour max. Usually right after I receive them, I type in an answer, unless it's something not relevant and somebody's trying to sell me something. These guys, 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So 3 weeks ago I sent them a message saying, you know, like, so what's going on? Like, you had my paperwork since June, and last time you said you were working on a positive summary to my citizenship confirmation application. And I said I still haven't received anything, because I still need the passport, right? I still need the Russian passport, because that gives you, first off, if you want to cancel your citizenship, your Russian citizenship, you need a valid, I need the valid passport. I cannot cancel my citizenship without a valid passport. And then you need to do an application, and you have to wait for the letter from Russia Revenue Service, you know, Ministry of Taxation. So they're gonna check if I owe them any money, and then once I have that letter, then they can cancel it. But now I'm not sure I want to do that, because I still want to see my mom, maybe, you know. So I'll probably just get the passport. But anyway, so they sent me an email. They said, okay, in order for us to create the actual, you know, piece of paper that says that, yeah, your Russian citizenship is confirmed, we need a notarized copy of your Russian passport, the expired one. Notarized copy of the passport. And I thought I gave it to them, but either they lost it or I didn't give them. So now when I get back to Canada, that's what I'm gonna do. I know last time I used that notary, it's like 150 bucks Canadian, but so that's what's happening. So once I do that, then I wait for them to send me. Oh, and they said we are closed. Like they opened the email. They're saying, due to the world events, the consulate is closed. But then they say, we need a copy of your passport. You can just email it to us, and we'll send you by email. We'll send you the, you know, proof of your citizenship, and then once you have that, then I can do the actual application for the passport, which will take 3 months at least and cost 90 bucks Canadian for a 5-year passport, or $120 for a biometric 10-year passport. Biometric, I think they scan your fingerprints and it's somewhere there inside the passport, so it's more secure. And then I got a reply from Sigma about my lens. So I gave him the lens, right? That new lens I purchased, a 135 millimeter. And I was complaining about, like, the picture didn't look impressive enough for me, because I remember I had this on, I used the Canon version of this lens for a couple of weeks on a Canon R mirrorless camera, and the picture was just out of this world, you know. It was like a really professional, very rich colors, like amazing. Like I was just, each time I took a picture, I was saying, wow. Like I really could not believe how good the image looked, and it was super sharp, but the actual tones, you know, tones and colors were just amazing. But on my camera, with this lens, with the Nikon version, it doesn't have that magic, you know, quality. It's just like a regular average lens, and I paid what, 1,700 Canadian plus tax, almost 2,000 bucks Canadian. And so I gave it to them. I said, guys, you know, please check the sharpness, because it seems like inconsistent. And so they sent me an email, and the guy says, actually the lens is pretty sharp. Like, I'm sending them the lens, asking them to check sharpness. The guy says, no, the lens is pretty sharp and it's very consistent on your camera. He says, we didn't see any variations, kind of what I saw. Basically, each time they use it on my camera, because I gave him my camera as well, right? Because they said sometimes it's the camera basically is not getting along with the lens. And they said, no, everything is super sharp. So anyway, now I think I need to get a higher resolution camera. I had that D850 before and D810, but D810 is discontinued. But D850, New Jersey is on the other side, and that's where that store, you know, I mentioned that store that sells gray market cameras, and they're about half an hour north of me in New Jersey. You know, if I could find parking somewhere there, I could just go and buy a camera, because it's a huge discount compared to Canadian version and even American version. So, oh, another guy is running towards me. So anyway, 6:27. We have hour and a half to kill. Like, check this out. The guy is backing. The bobtail started going, and it's probably there's too much traffic on the other side, because those container guys just blocked the lane. That's not good. Yeah, if some parking enforcement gets in here, we're gonna have some tickets. No, but those guys are really crazy, you know. Like, I would never park like that, right on the traffic lane. And the worst part is that, like I said, there's 2 trucks here and then there's 2 trucks over there. So these people have to drive like this. It's like an obstacle course, you know. But the thing is, over here they have a lane, they have a sidewalk, and then there's a bicycle lane. There's so much space in here, and we are near the port, right? It's all industrial area. Like, why do you do this? You know, bicycle lanes, sidewalks, you know, give this for trucks, you know. Like, I don't think it's a residential area over here, so why are we wasting all this space, you know? And there's nowhere for trucks to park. Let's say they like I mentioned before, right? So they wanted me to arrive in here in Brooklyn before 5, right? Okay, I arrived at 5:45, but where do I park? The office opens at 8. Oh, and that's what that girl said. Basically, you can unload. She says, yeah, the port is open. Like, if you want to unload, go ahead, unload. But the office opens at 8. And I said, yeah, I cannot unload without the office. Like, I need somebody to stamp my paperwork, cancel the bond. And then she said, okay. Then she says, 8 o'clock, come through here. Stop at this booth where she was, and she says, I'm guessing there'll be another guy because she's probably does a night duty. So she said, and they will tell you where to, because I was asking, I said, where do I go? Just, can you show me like where they usually unload? And she said, oh, just come here at 8 o'clock, they will show you. And so that's perfect. And so, oh yeah, and Brooklyn, it was pretty cool. It was very helpful that I had that, I had this. You see, I do left or right. You see the arrow on the left, and so this way I see, that's how I do it. Left, 65th Street, right, 6th Avenue, left, 60th Street, right, 3rd Avenue, right, 9th Street, left, 4th Avenue, left, Atlantic Avenue, left, Columbia Street, right, DeGraw Street. And this is DeGraw. And no, actually DeGraw is that part, and once the road turns, it becomes this Van Brunt. So okay, I better shut down so that I have some juice to show you guys unloading. I hope nobody tells me before 8 o'clock or gives me a ticket, but there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. This train is not leaving the station unless our load is discharged. Okay, so I took all of the chains, so they escorted me inside the port. I took off all the chains and I put boards in front so that this thing doesn't break my trailer. And then I had to put some boards. You see, that's what we did when we were loading. If we don't do this, then the front starts hitting my trailer. And I left the block. I left the block in there. So it cannot articulate. All right. Now for our friends in Europe that are very keen on receiving training. Uh-oh. What's happened? And neutral. Son of a gun, I know what's happening. Man, I'm sorry, but I did not do this, right? The guy at the factory did it. Can you believe this? He just bolted everything. So no air coming in, and that's why the engine started, and then right away it shut down. Surprise, we need air for engines to work. Okay, I guess my teacher forgot to mention that little detail. There you go, that's better. So now we remove the brake. And we're waiting till these needles hit the green. This side, you know, was see, it works very well since see, each time you have to check the pressure. That's it, that's how it's done, boys and girls. Easy peasy. Now I just need to disconnect that. Might be tricky by myself. No, I got lucky. Okay, where was it? I think it was on this side somewhere. I forgot. It was somewhere here. But those are for bolts. Oh, that's where I have to deal with all this stuff. So honestly, 5 minutes instruction, that's all I got. Okay, brake. Normal. That's it. Nice little toy. 1.1 million US dollars. Crazy machine. So that's the master switch. Of course, he's gonna ask me about this, but I think they're all Spanish, so they can read Anyway, I gotta take a picture of the load, and then I have to get the heck out of here. Yeah, the guy said park it anywhere on the side. He says I'll drive it, so I want to see that, how he's gonna drive it. I don't think he'll be asking me for instructions. I'm positive. Saw the bridge at night. Now you are in for a treat. Since no oversized loads are allowed during the day, the only time I can see this bridge during daylight is when I'm empty. And for some reason my permit broker ordered my permit and it says empty 9 feet wide. I'm not sure where she came up with that one, and because of that I'm pretty sure they charged me another $35. So 35 bucks US, of course, for running loaded in New York City, and then 35 for running empty. And of course my super talented permit broker is gonna charge me 27 bucks for each permit. So 37 plus 37, 74 plus 54, what is it, 120, 125? Oh, check this out.
Keep left to stay on I-278 west.
Oh no, that just raises, but the same ugly machine, man. I thought it was something like my machine. Okay, is this the proper way? I think it is. I'm in the middle lane. The guy in front of me, a flatbed, stays in the left lane, but there was a clear sign that said no trucks in the left lane. And this bus in the back there just trying to sneak past me. Now what's the speed limit here? I think it's 50. That's why this guy in the front of me is driving in the middle lane at 50 miles an hour.
In 600 meters, keep left at the fork to stay on I-278 west.
Oh, now I have to remember again.
Keep left at the fork to stay on I-278 west.
Yeah, see, I cannot go. This guy, man, what kind of a late ignition do we have here? Oh, it's a girl. It's a grandma. No problemo, grandma. You should be sitting at home. What is it, 10 o'clock? It's 10 o'clock in the morning. To me, it feels like, I don't know, 6. Right? Because I've been driving non-stop since, well, 4 hours stop, right? Started driving at 3 at the border, right? And then I shut down in that Milton, PA. Sorry, buddy, but it's very narrow here. I better go here. Now I have to remember the mileage again. See, like there's no shoulder at all. At least on the other side it's like 3 inches. All right, let's let's go this way. It's a bit wide. I just don't like it when they put those blocks like that.
Or heavy haul.
Check out the cables on this thing, like these, almost like pipes. Wow, this is quite a bridge. And down there, that looks like a prison for bad workers, you know, like workers that were building this bridge. You see, and they have a little jail for them over there. Whoever has too many demerit points, you know. Oh, by the way, saw an interesting ad. Like there was a sign on the wall. Okay, 35. Hold on. Better slow down. I'm pretty sure they have cameras over here. So when I gave all my paperwork to the lady, by the way, I actually like this. It's hard to get to, you know, this terminal, but inside it's empty. There's no people, like no line up at the window, you know, like Newark is crazy. And hold on, this is getting really weird. Somebody's gonna hit me here. And you can see plastic, you see over there? And I can see traces of people, you know, hitting the wall. All right, thank you, ladies. And this guy is going in this lane. Are you nuts? Uh-oh. Trouble, trouble. Okay, 278. Oh yeah, now somewhere here we should be in New Jersey. And so yeah, the terminal was empty inside, lots of room, you know. Like, of course the streets are empty, but once you get to inside the property, it's humongous property. Like I saw, you know, those forklifts the size of a house, actually 2 houses. Man, you know, it's, I was just watching them, how they lift those 40-foot containers, just like perm. As soon as he lifts it, the truck just drives away. And then there was a gantry crane, and I'm thinking, why is there a guy walking around at the bottom of that gantry crane? It turns out they no longer sit at the top there. The guy has a remote and he's just walking at the bottom, you know. And so the interesting sign I saw was, but of course it's not for everybody, it's for workers of this terminal. It says gantry operator training program is open again. If you are interested in this position and you have these qualities, and there was like 3 qualities, one of them sounded really weird. Maybe you guys can leave comments below, like if you can guess what it means. It says few work debits, or something like not too much work debits. I have no idea what that means. Like, what kind of debits? Like somebody's owe money and they don't pay him salary? I have no idea. But anyway, so there was like 3 points in there. And yeah, so they're looking for these operators. You know, that would be actually a pretty cool job, you know. Chicago, downtown Chicago near the river. Unbelievable. Very, very safe. Cops everywhere. every heavy block there's a cop, just like in Manhattan. So you don't have to worry about personal safety unless you're carrying a sack with gold and the sack has holes and gold coins are falling out and people can see that you have, you know, a dozen of bullions of gold, then yeah, then your safety cannot be guaranteed. But you know, if you're a regular guy or gal, all right. I think this was the worst part. So now we are getting, since I'm not oversized anymore, these guys are just going like this crazy, make me nervous, you know. Okay, by the way, where's the sign? Where's the, you know, New Jersey? Where's freaking New Jersey? I wrote 4 numbers because I know they won't change. So 3, 5, 2, 6. And then the last 2 are 13 kilometers, right? So I'm waiting for New Jersey, where it's gonna be 15, 20, 30, you know? Okay, so 278 is left 2 lanes. Okay, but make it bigger. So yeah, since I'm not oversized, I can go on 95. All right, this lane ends. Come on. And of course, this guy, as soon as I put my signal on, he starts speeding up, you know? I feel like killing people like this. Like you were driving like a normal person, right? And that's why people don't signal. Because as soon as you signal, that's like invitation. Hey, screw me, you know? And I can see it, like I looked in the mirror, he was driving with the same speed as me, right? As soon as I put the signal on, he speeds up. So you know what you can do to take the stress off? Just flip your signal when you don't want to change lanes. Just flip your signal and let other people stress out, because they will try to pass you, you know.
Exit 380 on the left for I-95 north.
Three clicks? Okay, 3 clicks. 95 north, exit 3A. Okay, yes, Miss Google. Your what's the expression? Your wish is my command. Okay, I think this bridge. Yeah, after this bridge, that should be New Jersey. So yeah, here you have to, you know, have your head on a swivel, be very careful, drive slow. I drove super slow in Brooklyn at 5 in the morning. I don't care. Well, actually the speed limit is 25 miles per hour, and it says radars, you know, cameras. Okay, 95 toll, New Jersey Turnpike, 1 mile. Yes, sir, that's what I want. And there's another port over there. Check this out, another container port. It says NYCT. Oh, probably New York Container Terminal. So somewhere here there should be a sign, New Jersey.
Welcome to New Jersey.
Here we go. I'm a genius. Okay, so 18. The last 2 numbers are 18. That's it. My job is done. So the next entry will be for
600 meters. Take exit 380 on the left for I-95 north.
for Pennsylvania, I think. But the place where I'm going to the TA in Columbia, because Baltimore, right? Like, I thought I'd be doing some loads from.
Take exit 380 on the left.
I thought I'd be doing some loads from Quebec, but 25 speed limit. Wow.
Continue for 800 meters.
But this lady, right? She sends me info. And everything is good. 98,000 pounds. Okay, no big deal. I can take my Jeep and I can change the trailer to a quad, right? And I have a broker, very good broker, who's French. So he speaks French, and so because of that, he has access to all these websites where, you know, like in Quebec, only very generic websites are in English, but something specific, you know, like if you want to know how much weight.
Keep left at the fork. Follow signs for I-95 North, Turnpike North.
Yeah, if you want to know how much weight they allow. All right, where am I going? I think I'm going to this one. Oh yeah, and I got here, I went through this and I was nervous, and I'm thinking, why is this
Left at the fork.
so narrow, you know? Because I did not know that you're not supposed to be here with an oversized load. Remember that dozer, the bed dozer, right? We tried to deliver in Newark, and then, you know, it started leaking, so it was refused at the port, right? So what do? I have to sit somewhere, right? And the only hotel I found.
600 meters, keep right at the fork to continue toward I-95 North, NJ Turnpike.
The only hotel I found, I had to get on 95. And a couple of cops passed me. Nobody said anything. But, you know, I just drove like basically 2 exits. And that dozer, it was about 9 feet wide. Ага. Боится, значит уважает. That's a nice expression in Russian. If you fear me, you respect me. So that guy slowed down. He was afraid to pass me on the curve because my left side wheels were going into his lane. Okay, trucks, buses, cars. Here we go. I think I have a truck.
Continue on I-95 North for 10 kilometers.
Good Kenworth, good Kenworth. We made some good money today, Mr. Terminator.